Okay, and I'm going to ease us into a little bit of soundscape here. I wanted to start us off with some didgeridoo. So often the sound I like to start with because it's very grounding, earthy. The vibration knocks us in and often downward. That kind of earth minerals, earth aliveness is very supportive in these moments. All right, here we go. Okay, so just testing sound imbalance to my voice. How is that? Hey, Lori, welcome. Sound imbalance to my voice. And or give me a thumbs up if it's good. Just give me a bit of a either point. Okay, all right. Let me know if that changes. Okay, so wherever you are, taking my hair out, loosen. Good to loosen hair. Good to loosen waistbands. Good, and let's just start to kind of rattle, shake, rock. Music could be louder. Okay, great, I'll turn that up.
Actually, the background is loud.
You're finding the music loud enough, Jeff?
Your voice started to cut out a bit.
Okay. Okay. Take it down a wee bit. I'll try it a wee bit. Yeah, and then you can maybe turn them both up a little bit on your computer. So let me take that volume down a hair. Did that make a difference? Testing, testing. Check, check. Can you hear me clearly? Yeah, okay, great. And just, please be picky. Go ahead and be picky, right? So sometimes things change as we go, or you need something different, or, oops, let me turn that off. Great, okay. Oh, rattling, rocking, rolling, shifting. Good, let eyes close. Let's let head be heavy. Feel the weight of that skull resting downwards. You can be, I'm staying sitting, you can be lying, you can be sitting in a chair. Exhale. Exhale. Soften eyes and sockets. Just keep rattling. Good, and as you rack as you rock and you rattle. Bring your awareness to that sensation of shifting contact in relationship to ground under you. Good, feel the shift of weight. And feel how solid the surface is underneath. Perhaps imagining the materials it's made out of. Good. Feel that solidity and press and rock and roll your system into that solid surface. Let it rest downward, stretching, opening. Good, we're inviting the body to rest down. Feeling the weight of the bones resting downwards. Feeling the weight of the muscle tissue resting downward. Breathing into that solid surface underneath you. Sometimes I like to actually kind of like thunk my body against the surface, like with a little bit more impact, and let that sensation of really bring a type of soothing. Feel your outline and the solid surface underneath you, and that it is supporting you completely. Good fluids, all of the fluids of your body, blood, lymph, interstitial fluid, all resting downward, weighted into the ground. Good. And perhaps imagining like hands pushing your pelvis, rolling the pelvis one way and or the other, or rolling completely, and inviting the rest of your body to be as passive as possible. Heather, what a pleasure to have you. We've just started. Hi, nice to see you. We just started a few moments ago. We're just settling in, okay? So we're using this vibrational track. We're connecting with the ground underneath us. So go ahead and leave the screen behind and head out into your space when you're ready. Good, take oxygen in. Let the oxygen you bring into your body expand the inner cavities. And then as you exhale, feel how, as the air leaves, the body rests downward even more. Good. Keep softening the jaw. Keep softening the bones and musculature of the neck. Soften soft palate and back of tongue. Soften eyes in sockets. Soften the gray matter of your brain. Feel that like the cells of the brain itself are expanding, the space between them increasing. Good, and just keep rocking or rattling heavy bones, rocking liquids, rocking tissues, rocking. Good, maybe making some sound. Feel the vibration of your own voice in your sounds. Invite your body to rest downward. That's it. The ground has got you. Receiving support is giving support. So also if you find you're having trouble feeling that sense of truly resting downward, press. You can actively press into that surface underneath. Good. Let's, wherever you are, come back up into that top bone of the spine where the skull meets the neck, and just really imagining as if you could insert a key there and open it up. Good. And just letting the head roll slowly or more rapidly, letting the head roll, feeling the brain relax downward, head resting downward. Deep exhales, inviting your body to sink into that support on each one. Good. Let's maybe start to use hands, massaging tissues of face, pressing downward. That's it. Use hands to explore the contour of your body, to explore and discover and sense your outline. Feel the outline of your physical form. Feel the shape and contour of your skull. Feel the shape and contour of your rib cage. Cradle it. Good. Feeling the contour, using hands to really bring acknowledgement to the shape of this wondrous living technology that you are, that you get to inhabit. Good, and as we do that, letting our mind open to the possibility of our newness. We have never been here before, even though we've lived in this form our whole lives. Every moment is a whole entirely new happening. And what is occurring within your skin? Good. Let's start to connect with the bones, the minerals of the bones, that kind of density and solidity of the bone. Perhaps bringing knees up to ceiling and planting feet on floor, kind of stomping those feet a little bit, feeling the bones make impact, feeling the solidity of bone against ground. Good. Then perhaps using the leverage of the feet on the ground to pulse the pelvis a little bit. Feel the back of your pelvis against ground. Feel how satisfying that can be for the flat bone of your sacrum at the back of the pelvis to make impact with ground underneath you, or to shift or rock. Good, then let's start to bring breath into low back. So above the pelvis, below the rib cage, that low back, letting the pelvis rock a little bit to massage, open that low back. Pressing it into the ground, massaging it open. Ooh, and if you're having trouble feeling that sense of massage on the ground, you can bring your hands underneath the backs of hands or palms, and you can change positions. But really bringing awareness to that low back. Breathe into the low back and mid back, the space between the top of your sacrum, top of your pelvis, and the base of your rib cage. Breathing into the organs that we find there, the kidneys. I think the adrenals might be back there, could be wrong. Good. Press and massaging that part of your body open. Good. Then letting that move up the back a little bit, the back of the rib cage, the back of the space between the shoulder blades. Feeling for a sense of satisfaction, pleasure, fulfillment. Margie says, listen and fulfill. Listen and fulfill. What feels satisfying? How can we make it feel even more satisfying? Good. Allowing the breath to flow and be as it wants to be. Good. Maybe yawning a little bit. Letting the yawn stretch the interior cavities. Vocal cords and your passageway for nourishment and breath. Good. And let's start to breathe into legs and feet, letting them wiggle and flow, stretch and bend. You're feeling for what does your body desire? Good. Bringing attention to the contact with ground underneath you, letting that lower body stretch and reach, pulse and shift. Weight resting downward. Wah, wah, wah. Maybe there's a sound that goes with the texture your body is craving. Oh, maybe you can hum or sigh into the tissues of that lower body. Good, great. You can continue to use hands, bring warmth to those tissues, use the sensation of the contact to support your awareness, being present in those lower limbs. Stretching out the insides of the body. Good. Every so often, check in with that upper joint of the spine, the upper soft tissue of the brain, and just invite it to rest and relax. And the more you are sensing that solidity of support under you, the more that is going to be possible. As the body feels that support and feels its true connection to that support, it naturally releases holding. Good. Feeling the bottoms of the spheres of the eyes, the backs of the spheres of the eyes, the back of the skull, the back of the neck, the back of the inside of the mouth, the back of the inside of the throat. That's it, bringing attention to these places. Good, and just letting it continuously shift. Good. Yeah. Let the body move faster than our mind can. Which doesn't have to be rushed. It can be very relaxed. Good. Bring attention into those toes and feet, heels, soles of feet. Good. Pointing, flexing, stretching, bending. Bringing some warmth with hands maybe into those limbs. In wintertime, very often, feet spend a lot of time cold. Some extra heat and love, bringing attention to that lower part of our lower limbs, places in most consistent contact with earth. They do a lot for us, these feet. Let's give them some love. That's it. Expanding, wiggling out the bones, crunching them together and spreading them out. That's it. Letting everything melt and shake. Continuing to come back to that sensation of solid support underneath you. That's it. Oh, come back to sensing. Ground underneath you, surface of your body, supported by that solid surface. Good. And wherever we are, let's bring some tension into shoulders and shoulder girdle. Tensing them up towards the ears or squeezing them together, tense, and then release. Feel the weight of the shoulder blade resting downward and the collarbone coming to that horizontal plane, drawn downward by the weight of the arms. Arms are heavy, bones just hanging off the end of your collarbone. Keep it moving. Yeah, keep jangling the head a little bit. Keep kind of confusing and conquering the thinking process in the head. Hi, head. I love you, and you don't need to be in charge. So let's keep, and the more we just keep bringing attention to the lower body, to the part of our body in contact with the ground underneath us, the more the head and the thinking process can naturally relax and naturally balance with sensing. Good. Okay, let's bring tension into the rib cage. So maybe even envisioning squeezing the tissues around the heart or kind of drawing up the diaphragm, bringing tension into the rib cage, tensing, 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 and relax. Good, okay. Back through that mid-back and belly. And pelvis, let's start to feel the big bowl of the pelvis rocking or shifting. And of course, if at any point you are feeling called to do something different than what I'm saying, that's totally okay. Your job is to follow the thread of your body's satisfaction. What feels good, what feels healing. Good. And then also, you are free, of course, to come up and standing, to move in any shape you desire. Infinitude of options always available. Yes, what is your body sensing and wanting? You give it that. Good. Good. And let's come back up to the lungs and rib cage and just jangle and soften them a little bit more. Roll and rock into all sides of the rib cage, the upper ribs, the back ribs, the upper back ribs, the lower back ribs, the sides of the rib cage. Good. Use hands. If you find yourself starting to get more flat-faced, use hands. That's it here, right here. What are you sensing? Good. Then back down into pelvis. Let's feel for the tailbone, that end of that big wide bone of the sacrum. Good. And let that tailbone snake around a little bit. Good. Circle it or zigzag it or wiggle it side to side or front to back. Good. And then, let's start to feel the tailbone and the sacrum connecting up to the vertebra above it. Good. Keep oxygen flowing, just so you know, nausea in these moments is very normal. It's a great sign. Toxins in areas that have been held are starting to loosen, and those toxins are leaving your system. So just go easy and gently if that happens. Good. Following the wiggle of the tailbone up the spine, throughout the crown of the head. Good. Out the crown of the head into a long, infinite line of energy. Rooted to tailbone out the crown of your head. Oh. Sweeping spine from side to side. Good. Maybe curving or arching or twisting, feeling for what feels good in that spine of yours. Oh, feel for all sides of the spine, the full circumference of each vertebra, the front edge of the spine. Feel the spaces between the vertebrae, the front edge of the spine expanding and contracting. The sides of the spine expanding and contracting. The back of the spine expanding and contracting. Oh, good. Good. And wherever you are, just letting yourself rest downward here. Resting downward. Good. And let yourself come into stillness, into outer stillness. Good. Let the screen go. That's it. Feel the back surface of your body maybe connect to ground. Let the whole surface of your body connect to ground. Good. And let the body rest into stillness. and feel the inner dance and motion of blood, of fluids, of sensation. Just let that be exceedingly active. Even as your outer form is still, let the outer form find stillness. Good, and just breathe into this, whatever you are sensing, whatever you are feeling. Good, like clouds in an open sky. Welcome it. This, whatever you're sensing, welcoming it. Keep breathing into what is present. We're changing soundscapes here. Outer stillness, attention is on the inner happening. Letting it be there, letting it change. Notice when your body wants to shift or move. Doesn't mean you can't, but just feel, is there a kind of subtle layer of discomfort or distaste or present initiating that movement, and can you relax, allowing the impulse to move away from that sensation to just pass? That's it, just this. This is the wondrous now that you are. It is perfect exactly as it is. Exactly as it is, no matter how unpleasant or pleasant, perfect. Good, breathing into what you are sensing, maybe letting the mind associate a color or a quality to it. Maybe there's words that go with it. Let that occur. What is happening now? What are you sensing in your heart, in your lungs? Good. Continue to invite the outer form to be still here. It's gonna be a bit unpleasant. Let the outer form rest into stillness and let the inner show up. Let the inner be heard. Breathing into that sensation, feeling on the inside. Good. Let pain and discomfort arise and pass away. Notice, breathe into them, get curious about them. What are they? Knowing that they too are perfect. What are they? What color, what texture, what volume, what quality? They too are beautiful innately. Can we open into experiencing their beauty? Good, then let your body shift to a different shape. A shape that feels deeply caring and nurturing and like the most soothing possible, the most like I am just in yeah, that's it. Let your body find that shape completely. Let all of you find your way into it. Let the body wiggle or shift until it's really feeling a sense of yes, this feels good. And then stay alive to the impulses. What would make it feel better? You want to grab a pillow or a blanket for a moment? Grab it. Bring every resource, access every resource available to make your body feel as cared for and held here as you can. And it will tell you what it wants. It will tell you. Good, but stay alive in it. So in that comfort, stay alive. Good, maybe even envisioning like an embracing light around you. Good, keep renewing that intention, holding, nurturing, 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 nurturing. I'm cared for. I am supported. I am supported. I am completely supported. Good. All right. Letting the body shift again to a shape that is feels strong. Feels strong to you. Letting go of any ideas about what that might be and letting the body find that strength instead. Strong, strong. Let the body show you its own strength. Strong. Good. And maybe tap on the bones a little bit here, or stomp or find that impact into the ground and feel the strength of your form. It is strong. It is deeply strong. Strong. Good. Tender. Let the body find a shape of tender. 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 All surfaces of the body, all tissues tender. Great. Poised. So a sense of activation with minimal effort. Poised. As ready and available in this space of poise. Good. Breathe into that. Breathe into that. Let the body show you, the body guide you into a greater state of poise. Exhaling, letting that go, and feel for your own texture. What texture is your body wanting? What texture is your body wanting in this moment? Let it find that. Or, even more poignant, what is the outer texture that matches the inner dynamic that's occurring? Like your whole body match that. Let your whole body match what's occurring inside. Exploring. No right, no wrong. Just how? What would that look like? What would that feel like? Good. Okay, let's do like kind of in your head kind of tense. Do like, I gotta get it done kind of mind. I gotta get it done mind. Let the whole body come into that shape, kind of, I gotta get it done mind. Good. And in this shape, feel the whole body. Feel the feet, feel the shins, feel the knees, feel the shoulder blades, feel the back. Gotta get it done. I'm getting it done. Gotta get it done. Good. Then out of this, what is the body wanting? What shape, what quality, texture is the body wanting? Shifting into that. What feels satisfying? Good, deep breath. Great, we're gonna bring reflection here. So just resting, you can let that go, come to a more neutral position or continue to rest into what feels satisfying. We're gonna drop in the question of a current area or challenge or glitch or area of your life that is feeling less that there's a part of you that isn't enjoying. Letting your mind bring one of those to the table, or your body bring one of those to the table. Could be as simple as and straightforward as fatigue in your body in this moment, or more complex, like particular relational dynamics or something with somebody in your life. Great. Good. We're going to let the body feel into the texture of that dynamic. Let the body start to match what you feel in that is unpleasant in that dynamic, that is less than or not quite what you want it to be, or that is kind of just like, right? See if you can find or just allow the body to play with that. Maybe there's a sound, maybe there's a facial expression that goes with it. That's it. Good. Breathe into it. Good. How full can you make this texture? Just breathe into it. Let it be there. Be there, inviting it. Let it be there. Let it change. It needs to change. Good. We want to go as far and full into it as possible. Keep going. Really let it fulfill. Let it fulfill. That's it. Let the body really bring it to a sense of wholeness, whatever that means. Maybe there's a gesture or emotion with it. That's it. Yeah. Just let the body find its own way. It might look totally strange to others, doesn't matter. It's about following the body's matching of the quality or the texture. That's it. Good. And let your whole body participate in it. Whole body participating. What is the quality or texture of that less than desirable situation or sensation that you feel? That's it. Fulfill. Listen and fulfill. Beautiful. Yep. Good. Good. That's it. All of you participating in it. All of you. This. What's the color? What's the texture? Is there a sound? Every cell in your body participating. Good. And if at any moment it starts to shift or dissipate, follow that. But don't get off the horse until it's really ridden at full gallop, which doesn't have to mean fast or big movement, but a fullness. Good. Let's play with going a little bit more. So wherever you are, if you're in the same texture, great. What happens if you turn it up a little bit more? Good. And what happens if you turn it down to a little bit less? A little bit less. Good. Notice that these are additional qualities available to you. Good. What's open into inviting the antidote. So the antidote is always through. It's always through the sensation or the situation that's unpleasant, and it's usually a new texture, whether that's a texture of thought or a texture you feel in your body. Good. Feeling into that. Good. What feels good? What feels complementary? Deep breaths. Good. Let's take another inhale. And exhale, and just let that go. And I want to give people a moment to, I probably should have said, maybe grab some writing materials. So if you, well, it's up to you. You can write it down on paper. You can write it in the chat. You can just do a sort of a review. What did you notice? What did you notice? Knowing there is no right and no wrong, what did you notice? Good. And as you write or review or type, keep breathing into that body of yours. Great, Lori. I'm curious about your choice of hold on to. What if staying with? What if staying with was more it? And what does it mean that it takes a lot of energy? What does that feel like? What is that experience of it taking a lot of energy? Say more, go into more detail about that. Does it feel like when it feels like it takes a lot of energy? Great, Veronica. So what is the not satisfied? Go further into that. What does it feel like? What does it feel like? Where is it in the body? Does it have a vibration? Does it have a type of a color? If you could breathe into the center of it. Breathe right into the center of that. I am not satisfied. Yes, great, Lori. Exactly. So this is an art we're learning, right? So we don't have to hold on. We just get to stay with. We get to stay with and let it change. So there we were exaggerating. So maybe there was a bit of holding on, but it's about staying with and kind of amplifying or letting what is present read or expand or take the full stage of your awareness. Good. Keep breathing into the backs of your bodies, everybody. Feel the back surface of your body, back of neck, relaxed jaw, upper soft palate, softening back of skull, back of rib cage, back of low back, back of pelvis. Good. Then bringing attention to dropping in the question, and if you're still writing or processing or something, that's okay too. Dropping in the question, okay, what now? What am I wanting now? What am I wanting now? What's next here? Let that drop that question like a drop of a pebble into a well. Let it sink all the way down into your pelvic floor. Right. Okay, Laura. Yeah, and so that's okay. If it feels complete and like it's dissolving, you go ahead and let it dissolve, okay? In future. And it's not going to hurt to kind of exaggerate it all the more. Then your system is even more ready to let it go. Dropping in that question, what now? What's next? How do I move into the next hour of my evening in a way that is a little bit more alive, a little bit more connected, a little bit more satisfying? What do I need for that? And let your body explore that a bit. Good. Ignore the mind. It's going to come up with all sorts of things. And those may be things, you might need to eat food or drink water or something, or put some layers on, or I don't know, get something done. But we don't want the mind's answer in this moment. We want the body's answer. What's next? What's your body wanting next? It might be as kind of, could be as much as or as little as like, okay, I'm gonna feel this tension in a part of my body and just let it relax. Then it might not be you might not be able to articulate it that verbal. And that's okay too. Right, and breathe into that nextness, newness, nowness. Good, and let your body find a shape that represents that. Kind of sealing it in, let yourself seal it in, or maybe it's a repetitive movement, let yourself seal that in. Good, and check in with yourself. Are you committed to giving yourself this experience throughout the rest of tonight, perhaps into tomorrow? Good. We get to genuinely acknowledge what our system needs. We get to realize that is actually what it is best to give ourselves, no matter what our mind is saying. And then we get to commit to giving that to ourselves. Great. Good. Let's just rest into silence a little bit. Let the body take whatever shape it wants. Resting into stillness and silence. And even then, it's not really silence. So feeling the sounds and vibrations of your body, the sounds and vibrations of the environment around you. Good. And with attention rooted inward, and it's okay, we'll lose it, and then we bring it back. Let yourself take in your environment a little bit more. See, I've got a plant right here. See the plant. See the table. See the colors and textures. Good. Relaxed jaw. Relaxed, soft palate. Breathe into the sensation that is present inside your body. It's your gold. It is the greatest gold. Let it be there. Let it change. It's not you, it's not yours, it's not who you are. It is a dance of energy unfolding. It's a dance of sensation unfolding. And it is working in your favor. Let it unfold in your favor, which is exactly what it's doing. And the more attention you give it, the more fully and speedily it unfolds in your favor. Ho, 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 ho. Got some Luna love happening, some doggy love. Oh, that's it. So just letting yourself be present with the environment. What's there? What's there? Not kind of noticing when we want to move towards and sort of identify something, and just letting it be like a field of color and shape and texture. Good. One of the women who I started working with more recently, who is a brilliant guide in body-based awareness, her name is Malasika. She uses this phrase she got from her teacher called "Come see, come sa, come see, come sa." So now we're going kind of like casual. Yeah, just this. Just you sitting on the floor. Just the window behind you. Just some books. Just the wonder of once in eternity happening that is your reality in this moment. Yeah, just this. Great, and just breathing into that. Good. And then letting it go even more. And let's see if we can sustain, just playing with sustaining. What was it that your body needed? Right? Great. Okay, great, Jeff. Yeah, you can drop me a message. I'd love to hear from you what you notice. We're basically done here too. I know I said until quarter past, but we've come to a nice arc. So I wanna just invite people to take their time coming out of whatever shape they have been in. If there's anything you want to share or land for yourself in the chat, please do. For those of you in the embodiment experience, I think I'm going to get the space open for you tonight with a prompt, including a place to drop reflections on this. Okay, and you'll get an email letting you know that you've been invited. Have your emails. And okay, bye, Jeff. Thanks for coming. If anybody is interested in finding out more, there's still room, and I think we're gonna the space is gonna open, but we're gonna give it a few days to kind of dive into greater depth there. So great, Heather. Yeah, I'm really happy you could join us. Yeah. And yeah, if Ali, Heather, Lori, you want to know more, just drop me a message, or you know what, I'll even put, if you want to book a short call, you can use my calendar. Here's a link to do that. This is, it's only a 50-minute call, but it has a 15-minute buffer. Anyways, would love to hear from all of you, and if you want to, want to take it further, you can go ahead and that. All right, and or you know where to find me. Yeah, okay, let's do a final gesture of thanks. I like to finish with I like to do a bow. You can do whatever shape or form or gesture is meaningful to you. It's a gesture or shape of honoring. Oh, thank you, Ali. Okay, big breath in. Good, and then as you exhale, let your whole form come into that shape of honoring. Here we are expressing thanks and like wonder and appreciation at our own being, the beings that of each other. Great, and just letting that go. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, each and every one of you. That was excellent for me as well. So I'm grateful for the opportunity. All right, big love from here. Go ye into your nights well, and we'll see you around.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Right, my pleasure. My pleasure.